Hello, it's time for the November update for Eurovision 2020. Welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. If you haven't yet subscribed or you're new to the channel, please do click on the subscribe button. Also click on that notification bell too. And as always, please do share, like, and also comment below. So it's been a little while since I last did a video. I've been rather busy in November. I was away in sunnier climes in the early part of November. Also, my husband, who happens to be the kind of editor and videographer of the channel, was finishing his thesis, so slightly distracted. But we're back with this update, and while the nights are getting darker here in the UK, that also means that we are heading into Eurovision season, into the sort of the teeth of it. And there have been quite a few sort of updates recently, and there'll be more to come in the next few months. Now, rather typically in my October update, no sooner had I recorded that than Eurovision released the slogan for this year, for 2020's contest, which was slightly untimely on my part since I managed to miss that from my October update. Anyway, we have the slogan, and I'm sure you may have already seen it, but it is "Open Up." Now, this is in the frame of Eurovision slogans, which are slightly risque. I'm thinking of 2016's Come Together. I'll do another video, or a separate video, about sort of slogans at the contest. They've not been something that the contest has always had. I think 2002, when it was held in Estonia, was the first one that had a slogan. And every year they've had a slogan since then, barring 2009. But I will talk a little bit about some of the past slogans and whether or not how much they sort of inspire or how much they influence kind of the contest and where on earth they come up with some of the ideas as well. Anyway, we're opening up in Rotterdam next year. Just released, though, is the other thing that accompanies the slogan, is the logo, or the ident. And it's quite a nice one this year, I think. Do take a look on sort of Eurovision's Twitter account or on their website, just to try and describe it. It's a graphic, an animated sort of graphic that comes together, and it's all of the flags of the participating countries kind of all come in with their colours as they joined Eurovision, so in the order that they joined Eurovision, and it sort of forms this kind of external facing sort of pie chart, really. I'm probably not explaining it very well, but do take a look. I think it works quite well on the merchandise as well. So start of November, Eurovision confirmed all of the countries that will be there this year. So we've got 41 countries will be in Rotterdam. That's the same number as 2019. But there's a couple of changes. So we've had two countries leave the contest for next year and two countries coming back in again. So we are losing Hungary and Montenegro. Now, Hungary was kind of on the cards anyway. I think we kind of were suspecting that would be the case, and indeed when the kind of official list came out of the participating countries, Hungary's name was not there. They had said, that they wanted to concentrate on Adal, which is the national selection, as being more around developing national artists or something along those lines. But there's been a bit of a brouhaha in the British press in the last couple of days. Obviously, the sort of mainstream media tend to be a little bit slower in the take-up of Eurovision-related stories than when they actually happen. But the Guardian reported that it was kind of to do with the sort of increasing sort of anti-gay sort of feeling or rhetoric within some of the institutions and government of Hungary. This got quite a strong and furious response from the Hungarian government, who said this was nonsense. Although I'll leave it for you to decide, knowing kind of sort of the flavour of that particular government that Hungary has at the moment. The other withdrawal was Montenegro. That was kind of more sort of traditional reasons of withdrawal, which is financial, which is often is a reason for countries withdrawing. But luckily that means that they often are back again before too long. So fingers crossed we'll see Montenegro in 2021. We welcome back Ukraine, who were in the contest in 2019, but withdrew kind of after their national final. But they are back, and hopefully there won't be quite so many dramas around their national selection this year. And the other country that's coming back, which is a bit of a surprise, but also kind of been there was sort of undercurrent of rumours about it, but it's Bulgaria, who have done very well at the contest in recent years. And not only has November seen them sort of confirm that they're coming back, they've also released, they've given out the name of their artist as well. So it's a lady called Victoria. She is a young, sort of up-and-coming Bulgarian artist, so we will see her in Rotterdam. November is also Junior Eurovision, and Poland. It was hosted in Poland, and Poland won for a second year in a row. I think it's the first time that's happened in Junior Eurovision. I will confess I don't follow Junior Eurovision at all, really, but obviously many of the sort of Eurovision fans do follow it, so just a bit of, sort of something for them kind of in the long months wait before we get to the main Eurovision song contest in May. Other than that, lots of news about national finals. That'll be drip feeding kind of over the next few weeks and months as well. Obviously, the big one was Sweden, Melodifestival, and all the artists have recently been announced. And amongst those, we have no less than 3 former Eurovision Song Contest finalists, as well as quite a few previous sort of entries from Melfest of previous years. Some people have done very well, coming second and third in the past. So I think there's a good sort of 7 or 8 of them are in amongst the 28. I think it's about 28, 26, 28 of artists. Now you could say that's great for ratings. Lots of familiar names and places to see again, and hopefully so the people that your ones that you like that haven't won yet might have a chance to win this year and get through to the contest. That's one way of looking at it. Another way you could be looking at it is that is the pool of artists sort of running a bit thin now, if there are so many repeat artists. But I think I've undoubtedly Melfest will be one of the national finals to watch again. It always is. High production values, lots of good songs, and there's no surprise why Sweden does well. Other bits of news: we had the Estonian national final. Artists and song titles released. The Czech Republic have announced some changes to their national selection. It was going to be having an online selection last couple of years. It's now going to be. It was meant to be kind of a physical one in a TV program, but they've decided to go back to being online, but enhanced apparently. So we'll see. But they've had good results the last couple of years, so it certainly worked for them. All of this news about national finals is I keep up to date on a page on my website. There's a link in the description. Please do sort of bookmark that page, check back to it, because I'm just keeping up to date. I try and keep as up to date as I can, kind of all of the different news of all the participating countries of the sort of upcoming Eurovision, what's happening with their national selections. Now, next month, when I do my monthly update at the end of after Christmas, I may be even rounder than I normally am. It'll be quite exciting because we will have our first artist and song, not just names or titles, but the actual song, because Albania has their national final. They're traditionally always the first national final that takes place just before Christmas, so we're looking forward to that. But there'll be other videos coming in December as well, more top fives, more kind of just general bits and bobs about Eurovision, perhaps about Eurovision 2020. So please stay tuned, as there'll be plenty more to come, and we'll see you again soon.